Welcome back to Kast. This is your host, Super Champ Chuck. We back at it with another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on all your social media platforms. We are back, y'all. It is phone chargers week. Don't forget to bring your phone chargers, your power
USB
packs,
cord,
whatever. USB cords, iPhone cords,
whatever you want to call it.
Well, anyway, before we get into all that, I'd like to introduce the panel here. My guy, Country's on the top right. My homegirl, Kylie's on the bottom right. It's been a while for her. And our guy, CJ, is back.
Me too.
Tell the truth. Aftermath. So, yeah. It's especially the LA Chargers. So, how's everybody feeling about this week?
Feels good. Feels amazing. It's good to be back. It's good to see you guys again. I've missed like 2-3 shows, so good to see you guys again. CJ came off the bench like Lou Williams in the clutch.
So,
like a young Jamal Crawford. I'll make a Bulls reference since Kylie's on the show. Like a young Jamal Crawford. You know, so
Kylie, did I
thank
come
you
off
for
the
that.
bench like Steve Kerr did for the Bulls back in the 90s? Do you like that?
Why do you keep using Steve Kerr?
I'm just
Steve
asking.
Kerr's a G. What are we talking about? Yeah.
But I'm asking Kylie a question. That's all I was asking.
Oh, okay, go ahead. My bad.
I'm just trying to make sure you did.
Nah, I was really impressed with your play. I thought like you stepped in.
Oh, I ain't signed in. I can't see the comments. I hate that.
They're talking about you. They're talking about you.
Oh, that's what's up.
Really?
That's tough. No, that's tough.
QT, yeah, Quick Trip is the way to go.
That's
my cousin Darren ran into Travis Kelce a couple weeks ago at Quick Trip.
That's what's up.
I'm just gonna go park up at a Quick Trip and hang out.
Like a million of them, so.
Right. Which one?
I know which one because there's 95 Quick Trips in the metro,
and there's like more moving.
And we'll see what Quick Trip Travis pulls up in because you need a little privacy these days.
Yeah, he ain't going to Quick Trip now.
Are we at the breaking point with the Kelce Swift relationship?
Just now?
Are we close? I was kind of over it, but then it was kind of cute, and then it's like, okay, they really like each other, so they did Saturday Night Live or whatever. So, but
it's cute.
Yeah, him traveling overseas to go to concerts, I'm like, I don't care about that. Like,
I expected that, to be honest. I mean, off-season stuff, you know how that goes.
But that's the paparazzi and tabloids for you, man. So
yeah.
You know you're attached to everything.
That's what I'm afraid of because he's never been in. Now, Kayla was a high profile, but she's not nobody's. Only person comparable with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So. Only people that know what they're going through is Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That's really
you know what I'm saying? So that media scrutiny, that watchful eye, and now we get Travis Kelce walking out his house and taking out his trash, and it's like I don't want to see that much Travis. I love Travis to death. I don't want to see Travis this much.
It is what it is, bro. It's part of the deal, huh?
Right.
Is that fair, or am I tripping, or is that fair?
It's in the contract. You know what it is when you start dating somebody like that.
True that.
Yeah, the setting gets crazy. Yeah, it got so crazy that he had to have security outside of his house.
That's crazy. Well,
them Swifties different, bro. They know where she at all times.
This paparazzi would just literally park.
It's crazy.
Like they know her every move. It's kind of scary, low key. I ain't gonna lie.
It's super scary.
Know her every move. That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
But just to get away from that, we talked about.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's go and get to the breaking news of the week. Mecole Hardman is back in the Kansas City Chiefs uniform. So he's not wearing 17 this time. Richie James still got that. Country's cousin, but he's wearing number 12 this time. So, but he's back on the roster. We had to give up much to bring him back. It was like a late round conversation.
Swap.
Yeah, they swap.
Yeah. So Mecole's back in the fold. He knows the system. Now it's just a question of is he going to play this week or not. So, what I think this move does is personally, if you watch Mecole, last year he was mainly in the slot most of the time. He ran 64% of his routes in the slot, and this year Rashee Rice is running 50% of the routes in the slot. So I think when Mecole gets in the fold again, he'll take that slot position. They'll put Rashee on the outside. So at least somebody is going to be out of the picture, and it's looking like either Kadarius Sky or MBS may be phased out of the offense a bit with this move. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Mecole getting brought back to the squad?
I'll let you start, Kylie. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kylie.
Man, all right. So before the Justin Watson injury, I was super against it. I'll be honest, just because I feel like he doesn't really move the needle. He's not, yeah. And after Justin Watson, I was not as surprised by it. I think initially it was a little shocking because I really didn't think they would bring him back. But then after Justin Watson injury, it made a little bit more sense. And I think it tells you a little bit, about what they think of Tony. Like you were saying, like this is definitely, they feel like they're the same. They're both like gadget guys. They both do the jet sweeps and the little screens. And I just think it's great to have someone that can fill that role successfully because Tony's not been doing it successfully. So it'll be nice to have him for that. And we know that he can stretch the field horizontally and then he's great in space and that he can, he's definitely better in the red zone than we've seen this team be this year. So his addition will help with that. I believe he had like 6 touchdowns last year, 5 of which were in the red zone. So before his injury. So I think that that's going to be something that really helps this team. We've struggled in the red zone the last couple of weeks. So we definitely need something that's going to help there. So, I don't think it can hurt us, right? It can't hurt us. So yeah, I'm happy he's back. He's happy he's back. If you saw his presser, he was elated to be back in red, be back in these walls, those buildings, that building. So I'm excited for him. Feels like he never left, to be honest.
That boy was seasoned. That boy
He ain't smiled like that in weeks.
He's like, I'm happy to see y'all.
Super excited.
Yeah.
He definitely adds speed. And we've been lacking a speed guy. I think he puts Tony a little to the bench because now you can save him a little bit. You don't have to rely on him to run a whole bunch of plays. You can save him for January when we need him. He knows the offense, so it's like he can hit the ground running. He should be starting, or he should be in the mix Sunday, in my opinion. He probably at least punt returning or something. You know what I'm saying? So he adds. He's definitely happy. He gave us an insight at the press conference. His injury, we really didn't know what the injury was. So he gave a lot of that was like eye opening what he was saying, because it was like, okay, Mecole hurt. Okay, what is it? Then it was like, wasn't it like a hamstring at first, and then it was like it gnaws his ribs, and now it's a core injury. Like it was like it was all speculation. We didn't really know what it was. So for him to like elaborate, I think he gained, because Mecole is a divisive figure in Chiefs Kingdom.
Thanks.
He's one of those guys. He was drafted high. He was last year's Clyde. You know what I'm saying? So I think that gave him a little bit of respect. I see a lot of people that used to hate Mecole. They're not as much, and that's fair. Like Kylie said, she wasn't on board initially, and 2 weeks ago it probably didn't make sense. It was like, we already got 7 guys. We're gonna add another guy. How are we gonna fit this? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not mad at anybody that didn't want Mecole last week, because but things change. Yesterday's price isn't today's price. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to add him into the fold. When we seen Pat talking to him in the end zone, we should have known then. That was the negotiation right there. He was like, "Hey man, tell Brett, call me. I'm here. I'm not hurt. They not using me, bro. Like I shouldn't have left." But a lot of people were giving Brett Veach, but I'm looking at Brett Veach like, yo,
yeah, man.
I didn't want to pay him $5 million. I wasn't going to pay him $5 million. He went off to New York, got $5 million. They messed it up, cut him, and now I'm paying him pennies. I won. Same situation with Frank Clark. I didn't want to pay Frank Clark $5-6 million, but now Denver took that price tag, and now I'm paying him pennies. And I still got both of the guys that I probably wanted in the end. You know what I'm saying? I think they wanted both of those guys, but not at those prices. And now they get them for even less than those prices, and they still got the guy.
Hey, Veach playing
Sound
checkers.
Like a win to me.
They're playing chess with checkers, bro. You gotta go.
It's a dangerous game of chess.
But it worked, though. Shout out to Veach, though. It worked.
It worked, though. Yeah,
I love the move, too, like Kylie and Country said. But overall, I think the main thing it does for us, like Chuck said, now we can fully use receipts the way I think we should be using them. Rasheed can go to the outside, and now like Sky and Mecole can get that true slot rotation, which is what we talked about all summer. Like it was supposed to be those two guys in the slot. Rasheed and or Justin were going to be outside, and then we're going to have Trav obviously in his traditional offset. So having like Sky, it gives, because I don't think people know this. Nobody else is playing Z right now besides Sky Moore. Like Rasheed Rice is not playing Z. Justin Watson's hurt. It was supposed to be Richie James that was going to be the other Z, but he's hurt as well. So if MVS is our only X and Justin Ross isn't getting any snaps, which is also discouraging, and who else is playing Z right now besides Sky? So that's why Sky's been reluctant to play outside so much. So, which is not what I envisioned, or I think anyone envisioned for him as well. So, bringing in Mecole is going to help everyone, including Sky for sure, because now everyone gets to have more flexibility in the room. Because at first, like Country said, we had 7 receivers. Now we're down to 5. Well, really 4 because Justin ain't playing. So, adding in Mecole is a guy that you know is going to play right away and Pat trust. Because I don't know why Justin Ross isn't playing. I wish he was, but if this is their solution to that issue, then so be it. So, it's the best thing available.
But Justin Ross was always considered like icing on the cake, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought
it's just like we just want to see him make it through a season healthy, and whatever he gives is candy on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. He's not a full course meal. That's what I'm saying. He was always a side dish. He was
when they post the clips every day, bro. People think that he the lunch, dinner, and the breakfast. We saw one catch in training camp. Oh my God! I'm like, all right, guys.
Kylie, he was a Caesar salad on the side. He was a Caesar salad to go with that lasagna.
You're exactly right. Little extra, just a little extra. Yeah. And getting hyped over him in the summer is totally fine. I mean, you go like 7 months without football. By the time training comes around, you're just like anything. And yeah, he was delivering though. He was delivering. So I think it's okay to be excited about Justin Ross. But
no, for sure.
Yeah, I said
I love the Mecole.
I said like beginning of the season, like before the year started, I said this looks like a Justin Ross is going to be more of a 2024 season type of deal than this season type of deal. And with this move, it's definitely looking like that. So we got to wait another year, y'all. Got to wait another year.
Not necessarily. Things could change. Like
they could, but
2 weeks ago we weren't worried about Mecole Hardman. You know what I'm saying? Now he's in the mix. Like things could change.
I also thought Richie was going to be back by now. I think Richie's injury.
That too. Like, what do you do with him?
You got to deal with that.
Exactly. Yeah. So now Justin
Walker. Another question. Yeah. So
have they said anything? Have they said anything on Richie? Are there any updates on Richie? Anything. We just haven't heard anything about him. Okay.
No.
That's why I love the Mecole move, because if Richie's out, almost like, and I love Richie, but Mecole was supposed to be like his replacement. So Mecole can do those exact same things he was doing last year. Like Chuck said, he plugs and does the exact same thing you're doing last year. Nothing changes. Snap count's probably the same. Play call's probably the same. Literally nothing changes. We just didn't have to pay you for like 5 weeks, like Country says. So.
Mm-hmm. It's revisionist history, though, but a lot of people maybe forget, but we were vying to see Tony and Mecole on the field at the same time. It was something that we wanted. We never got it. Like, even when they finally got the one got hurt and they were gone, you know what I'm saying? So that brings another dynamic. And if you're mad at what Pat's doing with the wide receivers, this is a veteran guy. He knows, he trusts to some extent, you know what I'm saying? A speed guy. He could break open the field, you know what I'm saying? So this isn't a bad move at all. And I know people are mad about the comp pick, or they mad about the pick switch. Like, we are Super Bowl champions, bro. I'm not worried about a 5th round pick.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
What's up, dog? What's up, D-Man?
All right, so I mean, okay, so I mean, my initial thoughts was I didn't think we needed him back, but you brought the word trust, Country. So this move definitely has to do with trust. I mean, at the end of the day, it just looks like Patrick don't trust the other guys to make plays. Like, you seem like he's only trusting Travis Kelce and Rasheed Rice to make plays. Because I mean,
which isn't a bad choice.
I mean,
you in the slot, you get the money. You know how it is, Country. Whoever in the slot get the money.
No, so like he's really trusting like basically the middle of the field for the most part.
Exactly.
I mean, the outside guys ain't really getting much action. So this move probably helps Patrick Mahomes trust who he's gonna go to quite a bit. So now you got Mecole in the fold. It'll be him, Travis Kelce, and Rasheed Rice. Not in that order, but you guys know what I mean. And then whoever else is the 4 option, whoever else is stepping up, like whether it's Sky or whether it's MVS maybe coming in, or whether it's Tony. So that's like it's gonna look. That's how it's gonna look the rest of the year, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
we were losing a receiver, so it adds another body. So I'm always keeping guys healthy and fresh. So
So I mean, does this affect Noah Gray any at all?
Not really.
I don't think so.
The same amount of receivers we had last year. He's still number 2
Yeah,
tight end, so
it's still
nothing really changes. If anything,
No.
like last year, we were running more 2 and 13 or 13 personnel tight end sets when we had Jody in the fold. But obviously, Blake Bell's not the same athlete that Jody is, so we don't run enough tight end sets, in my opinion.
Yeah, I still want him in the mix because he's played well this year.
Yeah, Noah's good. You know, he's great after the catch. He runs correct routes, makes a play every time he's thrown to him. So I think like now it's just like, and I think the most frustrating part for some fans, like they just want us to have like a number one option outside of Trav. I think we've kind of made it known the last 3-4 years outside after Tyreek left. It's Trav, and then everybody else just kind of gets when they fit in where they fit in. So there's really gonna be no dominant guy every week. Like, oh, he's gonna get 10 targets. Nah, you could get 2 targets this week. You could get 7 the next week. It's just you got to get in where you fit in. It's 87 and everybody else. So
so how does this open it up like for the rest of the guys, like the underneath guys? So this is like Sky and Travis should be back eating. Well, Travis eats regardless. Travis gonna eat regardless.
Yeah, I said Travis is
you know what I'm saying? He's always at the head of the table.
Yeah, exactly.
But bringing Mecole, now you got to respect that speed. You got to respect the speed, whether he's a decoy or not. That opens it up for Sky underneath. That opens up for Rice. And I think that does help Ross out a little bit. I think that gives him a package. So, I mean, just this one move could be a dynamic that we were missing. It could change. It could open up a whole thing. So if we were already experimenting the first 4 weeks, which I think we were, just on the fly, okay, we didn't practice together. We're going to get it out in these 4 games. Or these first 8 games. So you know what I'm saying? I think this is a good thing, and I think we're gonna look at this as the move that really put us over the hump.
No, for sure. Like nobody else is playing Z right now besides Sky. So we need somebody else out there to play outside receiver because outside of MVS, who else is lining up? Like Rasheed Rice doesn't line up outside. Justin Watson's hurt, Ricky's hurt. So who else is lining up outside besides Sky Moore? So. And I don't mind Sky being outside, but me and Chuck been screaming this all year. He does not need to be outside 80% of the snaps. Like, that's just bad business. They're wasting his time and our time. So putting him in the slot, putting Mecole out there who knows how to run Z, which I don't think people realize the Z position is very, very integral in this offense. You have to know so many routes. It's way harder than the slot position for our offense. Like, the options and the amount of options and routes you have to know is way deeper of a playbook. So bringing in Mecole, a guy who knows it, like Country said, it makes everybody's job easier. So I expect more out of Sky now, for sure, now that Mecole's in the fold.
Yeah, my thing is this, like Juice. I saw the comment saying Scott should get more opportunities. I mean, hell, like he's out there running the route.
He getting open.
He ain't getting targets.
Like, what do you want him to do? Like, we could run a whole clip of him getting open.
But anyway, good to have flight. I guess it's flight 12 now.
Flight Jet. We can't call him Jet, can we?
Yeah, we got Jet McKinnon. So how many Jets do we got?
I mean, we got 2.
Well, they were both on here last year.
Right.
Yeah, Jet McKinnon.
Jet 1,
2 Jets. We can talk
young Jet, old Jet.
Yeah.
They Top Gun, Goose and Maverick. Doesn't he?
Maverick and Goose.
Maverick and Goose.
So now let's talk about the other story that's going around. The shark Frank Clark. We talked a little bit about him last episode. So I'm hearing conflicting reports about Frank Clark, but the latest I saw from my guy Darren Smith, he says my guy is moving back to the city tonight. It's going down. So I assume Frank Clark will be pulling up tomorrow for Red Friday, getting the physical and getting this thing done. Because at first it was a source from Carrington. I saw Carrington's tweet saying that he was going to be coming in today to get that done. But another source said that he was not going to be getting the physical. He was not coming. So nothing happened today. But I see my guy Darren Smith tweeted saying that it's likely to go down tomorrow. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what ends up right in this situation. But
his furniture got delayed. That's what happened. It's not his fault. Hey, bro, which I want the man to do. He moving. The crib's still there, but he had the furniture moved out. So the company said, yeah, you got to do it tomorrow, bro. Last minute. You know what I'm saying?
Which one is the more shocking move to you guys, Frank or Mecole?
Mecole to me.
Mecole for sure for me.
They both make sense. Mecole,
yeah, they both make sense, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm a little shocked at both of them. The most shocking move,
like Justin wasn't hurt, that would have shocked me because like all the guys are still healthy. But with the
injury
it makes sense because we needed bodies. Like
the most shocking move out of all of this is Coburn getting cut.
Yeah, Kendra Coburn.
That was the one that was like, Yeah, did we have to cut him though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hopefully they did a backdoor deal. Like, hey, bro, don't pick up the phone for nobody else. We're gonna bring you back.
Yeah.
Does it work like that though?
You kind of do, yeah. Blake
They do
Bell did
like
during
that
training camp.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
get
Well, I
waived,
mean,
but
if
it's
you,
like you're like waived, like, hey, don't pick up the phone. We're gonna bring you back. Like, you feel me? Like,
Right.
but yeah, we thought Chris Lamont would make it through the waiver, and you know, Cincinnati played a little
it was
checker
a little
move,
bougie, you know, at the end.
and you know what I'm saying. So, how could you not be excited to see Frank? Just for Kylie's been tweeting out post game interviews, just strictly for the post game interview. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He lit. Yeah.
It's a banger, bro.
I'd sign him just to
Every
see
time.
James Palmer interview him after the the game.
You know,
I mean, he ain't got to play.
You don't have to play. Yeah, just
hey, Frank, where you at?
You don't even got to play, Frank. All you got to do is give me some sound bites, baby. That's all I need.
Man, he needs so many t-shirts, man.
So good, yeah. Man, and just like raw emotion every single time. It always feels unscripted, and it's electric. Like that's what I'm saying. Post game interview is about to be lit again if he comes back.
Frank don't miss, man.
Oh man, and he says exactly what you wanted. Like it was like, I want to hear you say y'all thought Derrick Henry was gonna run all over us and we shut his ass down. Like you wanted somebody. You know, Pat is never gonna say that. Never. He's too much of a quarterback. He's a machine, though. He's a machine. If you're doing an interview, he's not gonna.
He'd be chill.
He's not. But Frank, you don't know where that interview is gonna go, and he's just got classics, man.
Yeah.
That trophy that got my owner's last name on it.
I like mountains.
Frank is a classic.
No,
Frank wasn't exactly like loved either. Like when he came in, it was $100 million. We had never did that before. It was a big trade. We had traded out of the first round, so he had a lot to build up. That playoff run solidified Frank, though. Really, we talk about the post game interviews, but the late game finishing, closing sacks. And the interviews. The interviews are just, man, Jesus Christ.
But that's what you pay a guy like that for. Like, the regular season is cool, but we got guys to get us through the season. But our job was to get over the hump. And like Country said, he's done that for us twice. So there's no reason to be upset about the regular season.
Cincinnati bum ass. That was.
Yeah, yo, bum ass. He was talking about Jamar, T. Higgins, everybody.
Bro, like he just. It was like he had been reading Twitter all weekend. It was
Didn't say anything, just was saving it up.
I love the Frank Clark move, man. It helps everybody, and he don't have to play till Philly after the bye. He can chill, move into your crib, chill out, get rested, healed up. He can come after the bye, be ready to roll, bro.
My last memory of Frank was him crying on the field. Just that moment of him alone. Remember in the confetti's falling, he's just really like.
His dad had passed last year too.
He was really taking it in. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I love that moment, but I don't want to see him end it on. If he can end it with a big cigar on the podium with Andy Reid, bro.
Andy break the record.
We can ride off. You can do whatever you want to after that, Frank. You know what I'm saying? That's the send off that we need to see. And secondary move. Your best player wants this guy. Make him happy.
Everybody wants.
Be like, yo, Chris, I got your boy. So yeah, give me that little $2 million off. Take this $28 million, and you working with good faith right now. What are y'all doing?
We playing the
flag.
Planting the flag.
What are they? Kylie, I was totally lost. I was like, what are they doing?
I know. I was like, they're playing the in his relationship with Andy, like it just Frank's like unlike Mecole for me. Like I'm happy Mecole's back. He's obviously happy back. Love it, family reunion. But Frank for me like pulls on my heartstrings so much because of the relationship he speaks to with Andy, the relationship he has with Chris, the way he was such a leader for Karlaftis last year and some of these young guys. Like it's just. And he's got 2 Super Bowls. I really, really hope he passes his physical because that would be a bummer. But yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that boy.
Boy, he was just playing a couple weeks ago. How you not gonna pass?
Like, I'm fine. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hey, Carney, you gonna come in there and do a couple of stretches, do a couple of high knees? All right, I'm good. Where I sign?
Bro, I was thinking about this the other day. How many people have left the Chiefs and went to a division rival, and it just didn't? It was just a disaster. Jamal, DJ, Brandon Flowers. It wasn't great.
Yeah,
when he was in San Diego.
You can't say Neil because Neil won.
Neil is the only one. Neil Smith won a Super Bowl, but they were already.
Rich Gannon too.
Rich Gannon to the Raiders. Won. Yeah, those two guys won, so we can't really say
those two.
Yeah.
Besides, recently though, it hasn't.
Marcus Peters ain't doing shit for the Raiders.
Yeah, he's still getting toasted. He getting toasted out
there. Still getting cooked.
Yeah, Derrick Johnson and the Raiders was.
Yeah, that was
that was a long time ago, John.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dale, that was a long time ago.
Big fat juice.
But yeah, it's Shark Week, man. We need the Shark back. Come on, Shark. If you need a ride, call me. CJ, put your number out there.
I seen him waving his towel. You feel me?
Donnie Edwards. Ooh.
Donnie, light skinned Donnie. That
was a good one.
Light skinned Donnie. Is that
that's my uncle calling. We call him light skinned Donnie. I got an uncle named Donnie, so we call him light skinned Donnie.
I gotcha. Okay. I got it.
Did you say
that is funny.
But yeah, so we got that news out the way. We got the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift stuff out the way briefly. All right, so I don't think we got anything else. We just go ahead and get to this matchup here. All right, so got the Chargers. Chargers come off a loss on Monday night to the Cowboys. And typical Charger fashion, you know, they always want to bring up Justin Herbert in his fourth quarter comebacks, but he's also had a lot of fourth quarter interceptions in the game too. And he added another one, and I think he currently leads the NFL in that category since he started as the starting quarterback of the Chargers. So yeah, you get the good with the bad with Herbert so far. But
man, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Damn, you gonna cut me off like that?
I'm sorry, bro. I gotta get to it, man. I'm sorry. I haven't been on here in a couple of weeks. I haven't talked football in a couple of weeks. I'm fiending.
You should let country run the show, bro.
I'm sorry.
He's chomping at the bit, Chuck. You gotta let him go off the hook.
Just keep it in check for a little bit.
You gotta let your dogs eat, bro.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, pass him the ball. Let him run the show.
I'm gonna pass him the rock.
It looks like you being Kobe right now. You being real.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Chuck.
You're not about to come. You know how to do that. Kobe's the all-time leader of assists for shooting guards.
I'm saying you being real ball hoggish right now is all I'm saying. Before the afro.
CJ, let him finish. Let him finish, please.
But
go ahead, dude.
But anywho, yeah. But the Chargers are coming into this matchup desperate to get the 500 and still be in the AFC West race. The Chiefs, we're looking to extend our AFC West lead, but we know this match is not going to be easy. It's been close the past few times with this team. Now, country, go ahead and get your elephant in the room. Go and get your top.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. I apologize. Is Justin Herbert? Is he a bust?
No,
is he overrated?
I think he's in an unfortunate situation. I think he's got a ton of talent, but he's being held back by some of, obviously, the coaching staff and the organization.
I mean, he makes the playoffs. I can't really get to him. Now, if they weren't making the playoffs and like no chance of winning the division, we could have that conversation, country. But he's at least winning 10+ games or in the playoff hunt, so I can't get too mad at him. So I can't call him a bust.
I will say, like, he's definitely got to figure out a way to be clutch down the stretch because there's too many times when a guy is wide open and he overthrows them or he doesn't make the right play call. It's just those are the moments that mess up because, unfortunately, he has to be able to be perfect in those moments because his coach is going to put him in situations where he has to be perfect.
Valid point.
Yeah, that's what I mean by an unfortunate situation. So I think he's good. I don't want to write him off just yet, but yeah, his coach is a bust. Brandon Staley is awful. So many times. I don't understand.
But when do we get to the point where you have to say he's winning in spite of? Like, how long can we use the coach as an excuse?
Man, how long do we think Brandon Staley is going to be there?
He should be there now.
I agree with you. He should have been going last year. I said the same. I don't know how he kept the job. He got dirt on the owner or something. There's no way you should keep the job like that.
Like, bro, every year people pick the Chargers to win because on paper, every year the Chargers look like they should win.
Even during Phillip Rivers time.
Every year. Like we Chiefs fans, bro. We can be strong enough to admit Chargers on paper might be a better team. They've been a better team than us
don't be putting timeout
before. So
No,
I mean, he got to start winning in spite of. But now his coach is a huge stumbling block that's in his way, Kylie.
Absolutely.
Period. So he needs.
Wasn't Staley supposed to be this defensive?
What do you need though? Do you get a defensive coach or do you hire an offensive guy?
So what are you doing? You're supposed to be a defensive coach and your defense sucks. You got a good quarterback to handle the offense, and you're not doing your job. So
just know that Kellen Moore is not the answer. If you do try to,
I agree with that too.
I mean, he's an upgrade from Lombardi, but it's not much of an upgrade. If anything,
it's not though. It's really
it's like if anything. So.
All right, Trey.
See ya. Yeah, man. The Chargers. You got to fix, bro. Dude got signed to the Chargers roster, and then he went out on a stretcher today. Like, what is going on with their organization?
I saw that. That's tough.
They cursed, bro. They really
man. Same.
Hire the medical staff. This is the same staff that stabbed Tyrod Taylor in the lung. We wouldn't even know.
Trying to get his injection.
Crazy, dog.
Almost killed that man.
Bro, they've had so many bad. Remember that? I think it was 2013. Like their entire offensive line went down. And they had another year where like their entire receiver core, like Stevie Johnson, Keenan Allen, everybody went down. So
bro,
it's always something with the Chargers, bro.
Keenan Allen will put up 150 yards in the first half, come out in the second on the opening kickoff, and tears ACL, and you'd be like, "Well, shoot, I'm glad he ain't playing no more." But Jesus Christ.
Mike Williams got hurt, game 3 this year? Mike Williams is done for the year, so it's just.
Remember when he called Marcus Peters a bum, and then he came out and tore his quad or something? I don't even know what he did, but it was that organization, bro. Like from top to bottom, it just needs to be swept, like really cleaned.
Yeah,
like there's mold inside of it or something. Like it needs.
I mean, they moved
an exterminator. They need an exterminator.
There's an infestation deep inside. It needs to be like everything needs to be taken out and cleaned properly, like from the coach in the front office, the owner, and everything. Maybe Marty Schottenheimer maybe put a curse on him.
You might have.
They were doing that then, though. So
that's the last time they were actually really competitive was when Marty was there. Like they were actually winning, winning something substantial. They ain't won nothing since Marty left.
It's not even funny anymore, though.
You got
it
fired.
Is what it is.
He got fired when he was 14-2. You go 14-2.
Bro, facts.
Get fired,
how you win 14 games and get fired?
But Staley has a job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kylie. That's what.
Thank you, Kylie. This guy has the number one.
Charger, bro. We know what this is.
Yeah.
They consistently
put
up talent, and they just consistently fail every time.
They did go to the
AFC.
Even if they're cursed, they're gonna play us so close on Sunday because every game with it's gonna be a 3-point game.
Facts.
Last 30 seconds or overtime, I think, like we've done the last couple games, and I'll be sweating. Yeah.
And they're gonna make a mistake, and we're gonna rip their heart out every year.
Every time.
The same. That's why none of us were like, "No, we're gonna blow Denver out." No, we're not.
Right.
They're gonna play tight. It's gonna look ugly. We're gonna pull it out in the end like we always do. This isn't gonna be a pretty game. I'm not gonna. Nobody's predicting 37-3 in this game. Nobody's gonna say that today. It's gonna be 31-28 or something like that, and Travis Kelce's going to get loose. Hopefully, Sky Moore gets loose and scores the game-winning touchdown. Or how fitting would it be if Mecole scored?
That's like poetic justice.
Game-winning punt return or something like that.
Well, that would be funny. That would be funny. A game-winning punt return, that'd be hilarious.
But that's how it's going to play out. That's how we play the Chargers.
Or it's going to be a pick six or something crazy.
A pick six. Or D Ford is going to be guarding Austin Eckler in the end zone for no reason at all and have the best defense he's ever played in his life. It's always something like that. This is how those games go. We're gonna kick the Raiders' ass though. Those are both low.
That's the favorite.
Yeah, so quick preview for the rest of the season.
Although they are in second place in the AFC West currently.
Somehow, some way.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah,
They
because
probably Mac
everybody
Jones.
else
I'm not
sucks.
giving them any credit for that. Probably. Mac Jones sucks.
Because the other two people are the Chargers and the Broncos. That's why.
Right. They're the best looking ugly girl. That's what it's like.
All y'all ugly. They just look.
All of y'all ugly.
For real, for real.
She got a body.
And that's ironic. We play the Raiders on Thanksgiving weekend and Christmas weekend.
Bro, if
ironic.
we have this division wrapped up before we even sniff the Raiders
and get cooked.
There has to be a fundamental change in the AFC West. Russ has to go.
They tried to last year. The Chargers spent $500 million. The Broncos went and paid Russell Wilson. The Raiders went and got Devontae Adams. They tried to make that switch. Country, it didn't work.
Yeah, because like I don't know how you can say Russ can go. They stuck, bro. They gotta fix
his contract nasty. Chuck.
You gotta make it work somehow. You gotta fix that offensive line. You gotta try to make it work if you stuck with him.
Bro, he don't got to out till like 25. Even then, it's like a $30 million cap hit. It's disgusting how his contract is built, bro.
Yeah, Tracy, I saw that nonsense. Tracy, I saw that nonsense. Just start a conversation. That's all that was.
And Ryan, we liked you, bro, because you helped us get our seed. But now you being a hater, so I don't fool with this no more, bro.
Right. That was insane.
Lost all the credibility you have with me, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But anyway, speaking of the Chargers, man, like we talked about the receivers earlier. Quentin Johnson, that's looking like a complete miss.
Barely playing.
And Herbert threw that pick trying to target him. And
Facts.
Quentin Johnson got moved out the way.
Boo.
Like it was nothing, bro.
And all y'all wanted him too.
Yeah, I know the few names.
I know some of y'all do. I remember y'all face.
Yep, it's all bad. I'm glad we avoided that mine. So yeah, man. There's that going on, but also like defensively, they've been giving up through the air, and just in general, like the only bright spot on their defense so far this year has been Khalil Mack. Mack's been kind of on a run with sacks, but Joey Bosa. It's like he passed his prime.
Yep.
And Derwin James, he don't look the same. So it's like he done lost a step.
They secondary is awful, bro. They're giving up like 300 yards a game. So they're secondary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Is Mike Williams off for the season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Towards ACL.
Yep. Asante Samuel Jr., Michael Davis, like anybody you can name in that secondary, they getting cooked.
Everybody in that secondary getting moved right now. I mean, they were already getting cooked even with JT Jackson, but he was supposed to be their CB1. Now he's gone. So yeah, their secondary is really bad right now, so we should definitely take advantage of them on Sunday.
And they ain't got no linebackers. Kenneth Murray, he been a colossal disappointment.
He cool. We stole Drew from him. He was their best cover linebacker, so they really don't got too many people. Like this should be a Trav. Like countries, this should be a Trav game. Like a 70+ yards, maybe a tutty or two, because they were already struggling to cover them regardless. And to Chuck's point, they're really bad now. So I don't see how Trav doesn't have a classic game. Sure.
Well, we know that one play works against them. It's worked the last 3 years in a row.
The deep over the drag.
That one Travis play, it works all the time. It's always open. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully Derwin James isn't going to body slam him this year.
Hey, you know he geeked for this matchup, huh? He always be hyped to play us.
Right.
Well, I can't see the comments. I see it now. Okay. Yes. But I mean, I'm not scared of the Chargers, but it's going to be a hard-fought game as it usually is. But
he definitely could.
Definitely not scared of him.
That's not crazy.
Hopefully they let Sky get off like he did last year when we played him.
Fact. Let Derwin James cover him. We know that very well.
Man, look, I'm not gonna hold my breath on Sky Moore being productive.
Don't give up on Sky yet, man.
No, it's not him. It's Patrick.
It's the play calling. That's what I'm telling everybody. It's not what he's doing.
Yes. I'm
not putting him in the plot to let him cook. Like, come on, guys. We know
we're gonna have to do a special episode of just Sky Moore. We're gonna have to deep dive into Sky Moore so we can get Kylie back in that driver's seat on that bus.
I'm fading. Can you hear me? I had to switch mics.
No, you good. You good.
Okay, cool. My headphones went out. I had a whole thing happening. So I'm back on track now. No, I know. I'm fading on Sky. I'm trying not to, but it's discouraging when he's getting as many snaps as he is and he's not producing and not even really getting targets. So but I'm not done. I'm not giving up completely. I'm frustrated, I'll say. That's the word.
I've taken so much flack these last couple of weeks because I said that he's getting everything but opportunities. Opportunities means targets to me, people. People were like, "Well, he gets 30 snaps." I was like, "Yeah, but he only gets 2 targets." So
What am I supposed to do with 2 targets?
yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
What do you
Like,
do with
I'm not
that?
gonna judge
y'all
anybody off 2 to 3
better
targets. I
catch
don't care if y'all.
these.
Right.
You
I
know what
wouldn't
I'm
judge an
saying?
all-pro receiver with 2 to 3 targets. Like what?
Better catch-
If
Gotta
he
catch
get,
them
if he's getting
all.
like
It's
7 or 8 and
Pokemon.
he's not doing nothing, I would understand. But 2, like, bro, come on. And one of them is probably a bad throw anyway. So
Right.
Right. But
Yeah.
side note.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of
Uh-oh.
fans, about that Charger fan that was displayed on Monday night, that lady, right?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that is
You
late.
saw that she got exposed as a Vikings fan from
I
years
saw the
ago?
picture. I saw that.
So is it so? Do y'all really believe her when she said she became a Charger fan when she moved out to California?
Nope.
Or is she a plant like people been saying?
I
It
don't
really.
know.
Is she a 2-teamer, Chuck?
I'll
Is she
be
a
honest.
She
2-teamer?
might be a two-teamer.
She a 2-teamer? 2-teaming the Vikings and the Chargers is disgusting. That's
That
it.
is
It
a
is.
that is a
Right?
random
Got
two
If
two
you
team.
gonna
chances, and
2-team it,
neither
at
one
least
of
have
them.
a good team. They both mid. So you 2 mid-teams?
So true. Why
She had
would you
face
say
paint on
that?
and everything?
She's into it. I don't know. When I first saw it, I was like, this girl, I love this fan. Like, look at her getting into it. And then, like, you see all the comments, and people are like, oh, she's a plant. She's a plant. And then I started thinking, like, she's a plant. But, like, I don't know that I was, like, thinking that until I saw people saying it. You know what I mean? And then, like, it said that she was, like, that was her son's team is the Vikings. Also, so I've seen 2 different stories and 2 different reasons she's a Vikings fan. So it's like, which one is it? I don't know. It's sus.
I ain't gonna lie, Kylie. She looked a little. You could be amped, but like she was like, is it me or is she a little extra with her energy? I'm not
She
saying
was
you can't
extra.
be excited.
Nobody's that excited about the
That's
Chargers.
thank you, Kyle. I know I'm not tripping. I
Exactly.
know I'm not crazy, bro. She was like a little too juiced up. I'm like, all right, like,
Yeah.
calm down.
It's
like,
the Chargers.
She was like shaking and stuff. I'm like, oh, is she okay? Like, I was like, oh, no, I was like, nah, she ain't a football fan, bro. She just geeking, like. But I'm not trying to be
She was
mean, bro.
nuts.
Everybody fans their own way. Everybody.
It was
It was
so
like she
It
was
was
on
it was to the
cocaine.
point where you were like, "Is that Justin Herbert's mom or something?"
Bro, she was like shaking like this and everything. She took her glasses off. I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah, she was intense.
But nah, she was at an actual Vikings game. It was actually the Vikings and Rams game, and she was in the front row cheering because I saw actual NFL players on that field. So no, she was not at a youth football game. So that's out.
That's funny. That's funny.
Wow.
Who fakes
The
being a
verdict's
Charger
correct.
fan though? Like it's like, what?
Hey,
Y'all
they ain't
can't
got no
pick
fans, bro. They ain't got no fans out there.
They ain't got no fans. You see, they be putting the little artificial intelligent robots out there promoting movies and stuff.
Exactly.
They can't fill the
bro.
seats. Bro, they paying rent. That's the Rams stadium. The Rams won the Super Bowl. They just there just paying rent because they really ain't doing nothing. You feel me? They ain't winning the division. They barely going to the playoffs and getting embarrassed. They can't fill their seats. They pumping in crowd noise. So what else? They fighting Cowboys fans. Y'all saw that video? They had
Oh my
fans
gosh.
flipping and sliding
Oh,
all
crazy.
through the stadium.
Craziness, bro.
Can we wait a minute? Wait a minute. Can we discuss the recent uptick in fights at games? What's
Bro,
going
like
Y'all gotta
on?
calm down. Y'all
Like
gotta
every
calm
week.
down. Yeah.
Every
week there's a
week
big
it's a
fight.
new fight, and it's not small fights. It's huge
Like
fights.
brawl, like a whole
Brawl.
bunch of people.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right by
Bruh.
the hot dogs.
You right.
First
bro.
of
It's
all,
every week, bro.
first of all,
The hot dogs.
Right by the hot dogs.
hey, it's been a couple of weeks, but this is a PSA. These are my thoughts, and my thoughts alone does not reflect
Yeah,
anybody in Kingdom Cast. If we get into it in the 300 level, I'm gonna be Martin Luther King until we get down on the ground. I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting you in the upper deck. You're not
Wait
pushing
till we
me.
get down there.
You're not pushing me out the upper level. Are you crazy? What's going on?
Bro, one of
Like,
them
why are
fans,
you
like, he's a
fighting
Charger
up there?
fan,
It's not
his face,
safe.
like, he got really beat up, bro. Them fans be going crazy up there, man.
Bro, a dude died from getting knocked out and in the concrete. Yo,
They be going crazy.
Are they putting something in the liquor? What's going on?
I was
They
just
gotta
gonna say
be.
that.
You
Yeah.
want to know
Gotta
what's
be.
crazy? You want to know what's crazy? A few weeks ago, I saw a Fader fan. Excuse me. I saw a Fader fan sitting on the lower bowl, snuck in some coke and snorted it, yo.
Hey, I did see that. Hey, yo.
I did see that.
Yes, dog.
They hit you with one of these?
Yeah.
What?
And
That's crazy.
I did see that. I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy, bro.
Basic camera was like, he sit up in the nosebleeds. I'm like, no, we're not talking about that.
No, he in the nosebleeds,
Literally nose.
Down to the
nosebleeds.
Oh my god.
You know why they don't fight at Chiefs games?
You better be careful.
The ticket's too damn high. You ain't fighting over no $400 ticket.
Like, hey,
We
bro,
can
I
fight
paid all this
afterward.
money.
We
I'm
can fight in the
enjoying this.
parking lot. We ain't fighting in here.
I'm gonna
You
enjoy
about
this.
to mess up my. Now I spent too much money on this.
I saw like two girls yelling at each other at a Charger game, and like the boyfriends or significant others were trying to tell them to calm down.
How
They
many?
just kept yelling at each other. I'm like, bro, watch the game. What are y'all fighting for in the middle of a football game for?
Yeah, how many fights have you actually seen at a football game?
Me? I haven't seen any in person.
I haven't seen one
all
around
I've
me.
seen is on social media.
Have you seen any in person, Colin?
No, I haven't. What I don't understand is how you could possibly be like watching someone fight on the video and you're like, damn, look at these suckers. And then like you end up the next weekend doing the same thing. It's just like, if you see that, be smart. People like people are gonna have their phones out, look like a fool at the game. Like,
and
someone's gonna recognize you. Like,
it's like women hollering at, yeah. Quinn, yes, Quinn.
Hey, Quinn, funny, bro.
Yeah. That was.
Now that was a funny moment.
He slid down them stairs so slowly.
Boy, slumped him, country.
Oh, it was just slow motion. I was like, is this film doc? This film is edited.
I will say it's nice to not have Chiefs fans in the news.
Man, thank God.
Right?
Thank God.
Bro.
Let these other teams fight.
All these
thank God for that, God. Yeah. We are a classy fan base.
Yeah.
Pinkies up.
Look, and if they get into a fight this weekend, I'm just gonna apologize.
It's because we said it, bro. Knock on wood,
yeah,
bro.
We did.
It's totally,
yeah. Knock on some wood, country.
We just please.
But,
don't fight a USB core fan, please. God.
No, but for real, man, chill. Enjoy the game, bro. We're all on the, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the game.
Them tickets too high to be fighting. I'm with you.
I ain't fighting it's too high.
Boy, too high for me to be fighting. You crazy.
And it's about to be too cold to be fighting. I ain't fighting nobody in December.
That's a fact.
Hell no.
For real.
You talk about my mama and everything in December. Bro.
It sounds good.
Warm up.
Country
good.
Look at you, he'll be like, you'll be
I will see your ass in May.
It sounds good. Let me catch you at training camp. See what happens.
I'll get your ass.
Yeah, if I catch you in St. Joe.
Shoot,
it's too hot in St. Joe. You might be cool then.
You be like, man, it's hot, bro. I don't know.
Man, stop fighting that shit.
Rob Banks is crazy.
And all jokes aside, please stop fighting at games. Come on, man, chill out.
Fighting's not cool. Be kind. Rewind.
That's for
if you can't handle your liquor, don't drink. Please don't. If you really can't handle your liquor.
You know.
That's facts, Trey. They be fighting each other all the time, man. I don't.
49ers, yep, they be doing. They did it with the Raiders,
bro.
Yeah. But we don't do that. We don't do that. Even I've seen opposing fans walk through the parking lot, and it's a little jeering of we're gonna beat your ass, we're gonna do this, but it's not no violent cussing and throwing stuff at people. Like I seen people walk in the Eagles game and they were like all in their face and throwing drinks and stuff. Like, come on, man, it's just a football game. Like
y'all ain't playing.
Yeah. You're not gonna win anything for
I'm a bigger fan than you.
And best fan with the most knockouts goes to such and such. Nobody's giving you any awards. You think, you know what I'm saying? You think Travis Kelce's gonna pull you on stage for knocking people out? Like nobody cares about that. Like, and you're getting banned from the game. Do you know the punishments? There is a jail at Arrowhead Stadium. I used to work there. There is a jail there that they will lock you up.
You can be banned from the stadium too.
You can be banned from the stadium.
Ask X Factor.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you.
Thank you, Kylie.
And probably Chiefsaholic, if we're being honest.
I mean, yeah.
Can you imagine being banned? Can you imagine being banned from Arrowhead?
Just
like you can't. I can't.
Never.
Hey, CJ, bro. I got 2 tickets, lower level.
I can't,
bro. You remember that fight I got into?
Facts.
Like what?
That's just as bad as people who be fighting on the airplane. Like you do know there's a no-fly list for a reason, right? Like why would you ever want to be put on any type of list where you can't?
You have to. Hey, bro, I've been better at calling people idiots, but you have to be an idiot to fight at the airport. It's bad. It's not good. I'm sorry. I totally got us off the track, but
heavyweight of the world.
I totally got us off track, Chuck. I'm sorry.
What?
That's insane, Quinn.
I ain't never seen that, Quinn. That's crazy.
What the hell?
Dude got stabbed. What? Oh, that was an Arrowhead? Somebody did die at Arrowhead one time.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I saw that in the parking lot. That dude died. I didn't think.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, I do remember that story.
I remember that one.
Yeah, like CJ said, if you can't handle your liquor,
Don't drink.
you probably should.
Please don't.
You probably should stay home.
Y'all get one drink in your system, they start turning into Rocky Balboa out here, country.
Right.
All it takes is one drink.
You know, shout out to Paulie. Rest in peace.
Shout out Paulie.
Right. Manny, stay
Manny, nobody fights off weed.
Don't do it, Manny. I don't want you to get caught up in nothing, gang. You feel me?
Right. Please don't.
Just go to the legal state. They got medical medicinal.
Get this thing back on track, Chuck.
Yeah, man. Back to this matchup though. I do expect the Chargers to come with, like we all agreed that it's gonna be a close game. It's probably gonna be like down to 3-point margin, like it's been the past few years. And we don't see the Chargers come here and beat us in our building before. And I hope that's not the case this time around, because I did see the pregame line for this game, and it's like, oh God, I don't like 5.5.
5.5, yeah.
It's the dreaded 5.5. I said, that lets you know it's gonna be a coin flip game either way. I still think we can win, but if we do drop one to the Chargers, it wouldn't surprise me, because they are coming in here with desperation, needing a win to salvage their season to an extent. So, that's how I'm looking at it. But yeah. I feel like, and this is what I saw from the Monday night game with the Chargers. This one guy in particular, Mecole Davis, that dude looks bad this year.
43, he gets cooked, bro.
Whoever is lining up on his side, really go at him.
He getting cooked, man. If he's outside, MBS may have a day this week, because if he's lined up outside, bro.
Because MBS has done nothing.
MBS might have a day this week. I ain't gonna lie. He's trash, bro. He's trash.
Man, he was getting cooked out.
The only corner I respect for him is Asante Samuel Jr. That's it. He be in the slot mostly, but he play outside also.
Yeah, he get cooked at times, but not like Mecole Davis.
No, yeah, he's bad. Wherever him, we going at you, boy. Every play.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
The main thing is we just got to keep Mahomes protected from Khalil Mack, because Khalil Mack has been on the tear. That'll be Donovan Smith's job over there, and Donovan's been solid for us so far. So that'll be a tough task at hand, but I think he'll get the job done. He'll do it pretty well. So.
Absolutely.
All right. So we do like score predictions, or do we have?
We can go and get the score predictions.
I don't know.
I'm ready to do that.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, every week I am terrible at this. I just want to preface this by saying that.
You're not the only one, Kylie.
That's why I don't do
every
school.
week. I'm like, this is the week we're gonna put up more than 30. This is the week. I'm gonna say 27-24. I think they got to get the run game going. I think Pacheco is going to eat. Chargers are just, their defense is not great, and they don't protect the run that well. So I think Pacheco is going to eat. And 27-24. It's going to be tight. It'll be the last minute of the game. Yeah. I'm already stressed out.
I'll take it though.
I'll take it.
It's hard to. I don't do scores, but I see us getting a W. But like Kylie said, it's gonna be tight. It's always tight. This is how we play them. I am curious to see how this new age defense we got shows up, though. Especially with the return of Charles Omenihu. Mm-hmm. I want to see what kind of fire he brings to that D line. And I know he's been chomping at the bit he's been counting down. He counted down to 6 weeks, then he counted down to the 8 days to the game. He's like, he counted down everything. He just want to get on the field. He don't care when it is. So he's just going to be like a bull let out the cage. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how he plays. It's going to be nice to see Mecole. That might be a spark for the offense. We might put together a good game and beat the Chargers convincingly. Convincingly is like 7 to 10 points. You know what I'm saying? So
cover the spread.
I'll take it. I'll take a W. Don't give them no life. Don't give them no life at all. Because who knows what could happen? They could go on a run, and then next thing you know, that the one you drop to the Chargers ends up being more important than it should have been. So go ahead and finish this off. Let's go ahead and lock up this division and go from there. So I got a W, but 3 to 7 points is it's not gonna be a blowout. That's for damn sure.
That's why I'm not tripping on that 5.5 spread, Chuck. Because like it's whatever the spread is, we know it's gonna be a 3-point game regardless. So if you wanted to make some money, I would tell people to bet Chargers plus 5.5 because it's probably gonna be a one possession game. My score prediction is I'm gonna be like I'm gonna say 26-21 Chiefs. We don't cover and with the under clear. So I think the over under is at 48 if it doesn't change. But that's what I saw this morning.
Yeah, it is 48.
Yeah, so 26-21 Chiefs.
It's 48.
Yeah, for me, before I get to my prediction, you guys brought Charles Omenihu. That's a topic I forgot to bring up for tonight because he's officially back. He's officially back in the fold. So, like, do y'all think he's gonna be slowly brought into the system, or is he a full go? Does he play like the amount of snaps that he's supposed to play?
I mean, we took Keandre Coburn down to the waivers, and we brought up Dickerson and kept him up. So I think he should come in a rotation and get full amount of snaps. But you know how Spags is. He didn't give Chris Jones a full amount of snaps in the Jaguars league. So we'll see. You know, Andy wants you to earn your way back on the field usually. So
No doubt.
Yeah, I think it'll be a slow, steady increase, but I know he's excited. Like you said, he was counting down. I'm excited to get him in there, get another rotational piece. I think it's really going to help George a lot. You know, he's been pressure nation. So hoping he can get a couple more sacks in.
Pressure nation is crazy, kind of.
It's crazy.
That's
that was it last year. That was what we were calling.
Yeah, that was Boogie's thing. The pressure nation.
Pressure nation.
Start that one.
That's funny.
Shout out to Boogie. Pressure nation.
No, I'm excited to see him back. I'm excited. Well, not even back. I mean, this will be the first time we see him with the team. So it's really exciting to think about what he's going to bring to the whole team or the whole defense.
I don't know if you remember. Do you guys remember the preseason game, the last time we seen Charles, when he was like
the Browns game?
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like a chicken with his head cut off. He was just everywhere that day. Like,
no, he's going to do everything for this defense, man. He wins inside, like on guards, tackles. He had one of the highest pass rush win rates when he was with the 49ers. So I'm really excited to see what third down packages Spags use and the combinations he throws out there because my dream and vision is him next to CJ. Obviously, we got Frank outside, and the other side, I want to see Mike Dana. That'll be like a dream package because you got speed everywhere at every position. So it's going to be very interesting to see what we do. And we could throw George in there as well. You got so many options. Like, Spaz could almost go to the bench and be like, all right, who wants to get a sack? Because you know Chris is going to be out there. So basically, you just pick his choices of whoever wants to go out there. So it's going to be real fun on third down. And the Chargers O-line has been struggling, like Chuck's point. So it's going to be real fun.
Can I ask a question? Is there a way that he comes back too hype and he drains himself?
I think that's probably
too much energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's probably why they have him on the snap count. Like, hey, we don't want to overexert you. It's a long season.
Yeah.
Get out there, but take your little 20 to maybe 30 snaps he'll get, and then make do with that, and it'll slowly increase. So,
yeah, I think he might come in there. He might get a just because he get a little excited getting off the line and stuff. You know, that may happen, but I'm excited to see what he's gonna bring, man. I think he's gonna bring positive things to the defense. I mean, you thought our defense was elite now, so.
Watch out.
Because the Chargers get a snap count. Denver, you're not going to be so lucky. That's out the window. We good, baby, by the time we get back to y'all.
Exactly. I said they don't get 20 on this. Okay. All right. I think they do get the 20 barely. So
I was being generous. I gave him 21.
I got 24-20.
So nice.
That's what I'm rolling with. I got 24-20. I saw Quinn made a comment about McDuffie getting an interception. That's the only thing he hasn't done yet. Is getting an interception.
He's killing it.
He's already getting all pro love right now.
Got 3 forced fumbles this year.
That's right.
Yeah. So once he gets down on board, then I think he's well on his way to making an all pro team for sure.
One thing that the Chiefs have been doing is they've been looking. Bad quarterbacks have continued playing bad against them. You know what I'm saying? Well, except for Zach Wilson, but he got hot for like. What, a quarter? He got hot for like 20 minutes.
I'll give him a quarter.
And then he went back to what he was. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if we can keep Justin Herbert playing okay but bad at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. This defense is making me feel like they might have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like to hold them to It might not be as close as I think it's going to be because I don't know. I don't want to do this defense like this. They haven't been giving up 20 points a game. So
21 to match.
it's hard to put 24, 27, 28. We haven't seen it yet. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Herbert. Let's see what I'm looking at Herbert a lot this week, bro, because I feel like he's overrated a little bit, man. He's just not coming up clutch. He's not putting in them performances that he needs to be at the level he's ranked at. You know what I'm saying? Like you got him in the same conversation as Lawrence and Burrow and Hurts and all those guys, but how? He ain't did. Derek Carr is that.
He just threw a pick.
Just threw a pick? Oh, God.
He did Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. You would think he would play better in a dome.
No.
Bro, Derek Carr is so bad, bro.
The world is going to end up getting rid of him. That might be a bad.
Yeah,
are they stuck with him
anyway? So
he had a 3-year deal.
Yeah, I think it was like a multi-year deal with an out after
4 years, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. God bless the Saints on that one. But yeah, before I go ahead and get to our sponsor real quick, did y'all watch the Dan Orlovsky video of him breaking down our defense?
Third down.
The little 5-minute video.
I'll send it to the chat.
Yeah.
I want to see it. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I got you.
Send it around.
Because he talking about how the Chiefs don't have no identity, but he says the Chiefs' goals are to beat their one-on-ones, win their one-on-ones, and get proper leverage on their D-line. So those are the two main points he brought up as far as like the video goes. But he got a whole breakdown how, Spag schemes it up and how everybody's playing their assignments. So
everybody worried about an identity or this is what they are. Here's their nickname. I don't care. Just win games.
Just get
the 5-1. We winning games.
Identity. He basically did. He said we're versatile, and that's the name of every SPAC defense to do multiple things, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You can't call us every week if you don't know what we're gonna do this week. We can switch it up.
Y'all are killing Derek Carr.
Too much gumbo is crazy.
Too much gumbo.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to our sponsor real quick, and then I'll talk about something else before we get up out of here too. All right, so for today, Hammond's got 20% off site wide till midnight. So anything you buy from the website is 20% off. And what we just posted not too long ago, we got your Hammond's throwback NFL pullovers. I think there's still got some sizes left. I know the small ones are sold out of ours, but they got all the other sizes available. There's only a few left though, so hurry up and get on that if you want one of those. Next up, we got the NBA season right around the corner. I think it's starting next week, if I'm not mistaken. So still got the trading card tees collection going on there. And then you also got the NFL Beast collection. And you got your pop culture. You got your go-to collection. And then you got Flavor Town Tackles football with the teams and the food and stuff. So go and copy some gear and pay homage. And man, and those pullovers, man, those pullovers are nice as hell. They did a great job.
I'm about to cop
They're
one
clean.
too.
They look good. Yeah, they're nice.
I need one for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so real quick, as you guys saw this past week in the NFL, they had the most unders since like the 60s, I believe. It was like 12-2 on unders. It was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, pretty insane week for unders. So like, I want to ask y'all this, man: are the defenses really catching up to the offenses, or are the offenses just not calling great plays? Like, especially in situational football, is the play calling terrible, or is it more so the defense figuring out this more so passing offensive league?
I say both. They get paid just like we get paid. I mean, every year they seeing the same plays. Defenses get athletes just like offense get athletes, and they seeing these coordinators come up with different coverages and schemes, and DC defensive coordinators got to get paid to do the same thing. You can't get 30 put on your head every week. Eventually, the defense gonna catch up, and that's what they're doing right now.
What's up, Chris?
Any thoughts on that, country?
Yeah, they get paid too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they eventually have to catch up.
Eventually.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still early too, though. So offenses, it might change. Next week, it'll be all overs. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's how it is. It's an up and down league. Parity at its finest.
Our offense been carrying this team for the last 5 years. It's about time our defense give them a break. Like Pat been doing all the heavy lifting, him and Andy and Trav. So if they got to take 7 weeks off until our bye, or 9 weeks off until our bye, and then the offense picks it up, then so be it. So
it'd be funny if defense wins championships.
hey, that's what the saying go. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah,
That's always been the case, though. Ain't it?
We wanted a good defense with Pat Mahomes' era, right? We finally got it. So what's the complaint?
right.
We finally got what we wanted.
Yeah, my thing is this. Yes, part of it is defense. Defenses have stepped up. But another thing is that country is not going to agree with this because he already disagreed with me on this. Teams aren't running the ball like how they should. That's just me personally. I think the defenses have figured out this passing offense, and you see it in certain situations. Like I've seen too many 3rd and 2s and 4th and 1s or 3rd and 1s. You got these coaches calling jet sweep, or you got to call, or you calling a pass down the field with 15 yards. I've seen that quite often. I feel like the situation play call needs to be a little better, but at the same time, defenses have stepped up. But on the defensive side of the ball, I have seen a few defenses get away, even the good ones, like the Cleveland Browns. I have seen a few defenses like not be aligned in the correct spot. Like you'll see linebackers giving up 5 yards for no reason, or you'll see like a corner playing too far off, 10 yards off for no reason. So I've seen a few of those things. But at the end of the day, like you guys mentioned, I mentioned earlier week, I think we're gonna see some more scoring this week. I mean, that's me personally. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's not crazy. I mean, like you said, I just saw the Ravens that game last week they had in London. They ran the tight end sneak like we usually do. So we're not the only ones being like soft or non-aggressive on 3rd down. So there's a lot of bad play going across the league right now. It's not just us. And we're still top 10 in the league in scoring. So
yeah. Kylie, did you have any thoughts before we get up out of here on this?
I was just going to say, I think too, there's been a lot of really bad officiating. And so you have to wonder at some time, like, does officiating have anything to do with how these guys are playing, how they're maybe a little bit less aggressive on either side of the ball because they're getting some bullshit calls down the way and they got to play off a little bit. So I think the officiating has been really bad. And I just wonder if that has anything to do with it. That's my only thing to add.
Yeah, exactly. There's always that 1 week, Quinn. It's always that one.
Trey, you know your head, country.
I didn't even see it. You went so fast. Huh? What do you think?
He said, I know.
I don't see no England
behind you.
Oh no, that's 80 for Brady. Trying to get that demographic. We trying to get that 40 to 85 demographic.
Yep. So with that being said, Kylie, glad to have you back. Country, glad to have you back.
It's a pleasure.
We always glad to have you on whenever we need you. So,
dang.
With that
Happy to
being
be
said,
back.
don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. Till the next episode, it's on to the phone chargers, the wall chargers, the USB cords, your power packs,
the lightning chargers.
Lightning charger, USB-C, USB-A, whatever you want to do. Fast block.
We out of here.
Them damn iPhones. Death to iPhones.
Shut up,
What?